This little guy who was just picked up from a city shelter is just one of the millions of reasons why you need to tell California Governor Jerry Brown to sign AB 485, the Pet Rescue and Adoption Act. Literally millions of lives depend on it. I'm here with Fabienne Oranger, who works here at Addie Gill's Rescue on Ventura Boulevard in Woodland Hills. Tell us why you have to turn away dogs sometimes and cats, because there's just so many of them coming in.
Yeah, I mean, all the shelters, all the rescues are overwhelmed because there are so many dogs and cats. And like this one, they wanted to euthanize this one because apparently he was aggressive and there are just too many of them. So we rescued him today from one of the city shelters. And he's going to be groomed and then adopted out to a good forever home.
You know, they often say they're aggressive. That happened with the dog that I pulled out with another rescue group. And a day later, the dog was just absolutely like a little lamb. She was just scared. That's all.
Yeah, this one too. It was a owner surrender and he was scared. And of course, it's overwhelming for animals when they end up in a cage like that or like in a kennel and they don't know what they did to deserve that kind of treatment.
Do anything. Now listen, AB 485, the Pet Rescue and Adoption Act, says that every store, like this wonderful rescue here that also has a little store, in California, has to offer dogs from rescue and shelter, so cannot offer puppy mill dogs. That's going to be really a nail in the coffin for the puppy mills. We need to tell Governor Jerry Brown, please sign AB 485, the Pet Rescue and Adoption Act. That bill is on his desk. It passed the legislature overwhelmingly, passed the state Senate unanimously. Republicans, Democrats, Independents, everybody is in favor of this bill. Look at this little baby. You know, beautiful innocent dogs like this are being killed. I don't want to say put to sleep or euthanized. Killed in shelters across California. This bill will save millions of lives. AB 485 is on the governor's desk. And what would you say to people who, you know, would love this animal, would actually go out of their way to try to rescue an animal, but somehow don't get around to sitting down on their computer and just writing an email? We are providing the email address in the description of this post. They are looking particularly, we have learned the governor's office literally counts the number of emails they get to the email address that we have listed. And it's leg.unit@gov.ca. Where's the, oh, here it is. Okay, anyway, the email address is listed on the post description. Please email the governor. What would you say to people who say, I love this animal, I wouldn't want to see this little dog killed, but I just don't have the time to write that email?
Take the time, because the animals, they cannot speak up for themselves, so we have to change whatever we can to make life better for these. And yeah, no more puppy mills and breeders.
And let me tell you this is going to spread. If this bill is signed into law here in California, what happens in California spreads to the rest of the country. And that means that other states in the union are going to pass similar legislation. It will put puppy mills out of business. This is a win-win. Taxpayers, if you're tired of paying your tax dollars to have people kill these animals because there's too many of them, we can change all that. So,
and some people also think that at the city shelters there are only big pit bulls, but that's not true. I mean, there are little puppies like this. There's for everybody. There's every kind of breed, every kind of age. All dogs of all ages and sizes are waiting for a forever home. So we have to definitely change something.
Yes, and this law, I mean, we've worked so hard. I can tell you that I've worked with social compassion and legislation for this bill's passage. Myself, personally, and everybody that I know, we've flown up to Sacramento. We've put hard effort, time, money, work into getting this passed. It passed the legislature. It passed the state Senate unanimously. It is sitting on Governor Jerry Brown's desk. AB 485, the Pet Rescue and Adoption Act. It will save millions of animals' lives. He has not yet signed it. So I literally have been told that they count up the emails. That's a big factor in their decision. So talk talk to people and tell them why they need to sit down and write an email. You can do it on your phone if you have to.
Yeah. Is it also possible to call?
No.
No.
They just count the emails.
Okay. Well, email is much easier anyway, so everybody can write a few sentences. It doesn't have to be a long email, right? You can just say no or yes to AB485.
It's not even yes, it's sign it. Sign it, sign it, sign it. So tell us.
And just in case, if you want to adopt one of these cuties, you can go to rockandrescue.org and you see all of them online.
Absolutely. Oh, we've got a whole orchestra growing here. And this is AGWC Rock and Rescue. What's happening? Whoa! Everybody's excited. You've got, look at this, dogs everywhere. All of them need homes. All of them need homes. Hi there, how are you? Hello. Yeah, so I'm going to put the camera on myself for a second as we wrap. I'm begging people who love animals. I have traveled to Sacramento with Social Compassion and Legislation and other organizations, a coalition of groups that are fighting to get AB 485, the Pet Rescue and Adoption Act, to become law in California. If it becomes law in California, it's going to spread coast to coast. Other states will adopt the law. For all of you who say you love animals, love is not a word, it's an action. We've all heard that. And this is a very simple action. The email is in the description. They are literally counting up emails as we speak. The puppy mill forces are out there trying to stop this bill from being signed. We need Governor Jerry Brown to sign this bill. I wrote a letter to Governor Jerry Brown on top of flying to Sacramento. It took me less than 5 minutes. Just put in the subject line, sign AB 485, the Pet Rescue and Adoption Act. Then just say, Dear Governor Brown, I don't want my tax dollars used to killing animals. I'm tired of all these animals being killed in shelters around the state. I want you to sign AB 485, the Pet Rescue and Adoption Act. I've got the email memorized, leg.unit@gov.ca.gov. But it's in the description of this live video. Cut and paste it and put it in an email and send that email now. We're at the 11th hour. It has been on the governor's desk for a while now. And we are all really on pins and needles. We've put so much time and energy into it, but it's not about us, it's about the animals. We want to save millions of animals. This bill will put puppy mills out of business coast to coast. There are already plans to have it copied in other states, but it's got to pass here in California first. Everybody, if you love dogs, if you love cats, if you love rabbits, if you love all animals, which I hope you do, they cannot get on a computer or on a cell phone and write an email. We have to do it for them. Please email Governor Jerry Brown right now at leg.unit@gov.ca.gov. That email is in the description of this live video. Cut and paste that email. Put it in an email form and just say, Governor Brown, sign AB 485, the Pet Rescue and Adoption Act. Thank you so much. Please take that action. Don't wait. Don't forget. Don't do it tomorrow. Do it right now. Thank you.